So, not that this is a super big deal or anything, because it isn't, but I do want to talk about the pretty epic meltdown that happened last night when DSP was playing Street Fighter 6. And I also noticed a couple of discrepancies that, I mean, maybe I'm crazy, but I want to talk about them. So let's get here to what I believe to be like around about the midstream ish beg or so. And he's getting very angry. Jax Raxer came in, threw him $100, and at the halfway point ish of the stream, he's sitting at $110, which means he's got essentially next to nothing, quote unquote. I mean, if you take out Jax Raxer, he'd be sitting at like $12. So let's go on ahead and start this video off here.
Now, guys, I'm going to be real with you, all right? It's been an hour. There's been 0 contributions. Am I doing a private stream for Jax Raxer tonight? Or do you guys like Street Fighter? Because if you're here, you should be supporting the stream in some way, all right? I need the support. Guys, we're at $110. With an hour left, we got to hit the goal. All right, we want to hit 89. I wanted to hit 90 tonight, but considering no one's contributing besides Jax, it's probably not likely. But let's at least hit the goal and not say, oh, 110 and then just count it out. If this is the case and it's going to have nights where only Jax is contributing, then I'm probably not going to play Street Fighter anymore.
So, of course, we have the threat to, wage quit the game. How would you like to give this person $100 and then have them look at you and say, yeah, you know what? This shit just not good enough. Step it up. That would make me feel pretty bad. I don't know how Jax Raxer feels or if he takes it personally. Hopefully he doesn't, and I guess he doesn't because he keeps giving money. So that I found very, very interesting.
All right, I'm just being honest. Like, I don't even see the point in fucking playing with Mai. What's the point of trying the new characters and everything if people just come out, just talk shit when I play Street Fighter, right?
I did see in his chat a lot of people were telling him, well, you're not playing ranked, you're not playing ranked. This just isn't particularly, interesting. Are they trolling him? Are they ripping on him? I don't know. But there are some issues as we go on through the back half of this stream here with the leaderboard, which I want to point out as we move along.
Because it brings out all the dunce trolls, the mouth droolers, but it doesn't, where's the people who like fighting games? I mean, I get it. This game's almost 2 years old, but there's no other good fighters out right now, and I'm not going to invest the time into Tekken. If there was a hot new game that came out right now, I'd probably give it a shot, right? Kyle, could you please stop? You know the whole idea is to hit the goal so we can have rewards, right? Yes, having over $100 of support is good, but we're trying to hit goals to advance. I want to do this marathon next week. We're never going to get to it if we have $100, $120 nights and we don't hit the 150 goal. It's ridiculous.
I think what's ridiculous is what he just said, but we won't linger on that because there's no need to. He says some bullshit here. He keeps talking about like tech issues and cameras and stuff like that. I couldn't give a fuck. So just like literally a minute and a half later, we get to like the really juicy part. So let's just go there.
All right, well, let's get to it, guys. I'm going to be honest. Tonight, if we don't hit the goal, I'm going to be fucking pissed. All right, because all the trolls come out for Street Fighter and we get big support from Jax and then literally no one else will support the stream. I'm going to be pissed off. And I'm going to seriously think about maybe we just shouldn't even fucking play with Mai this week and say, fuck this game. Because if people don't care about fighting games that are only here to troll, then I don't want to play. I'd rather play games that people care about and will be positive around, not games that are people only here to talk shit about and be fucking little sissy girls in the chat because they know that I can't slap them when I'm playing a match, right?
I don't know why he says can't slap them. That sounds a little aggressive, but Street Fighter 6, I don't feel has gotten him decent support for quite a while. I don't know why it continues to stay in the rotation, except it's easy for him to blame everything but himself, and it's just something to do. But he always talks about, again, we're back to time, doesn't have enough time to do these things, doesn't have enough time to start all these new games. But 2 years later, we're still doing Street Fighter. Again, he's threatened to now essentially wage quit it. And, you, as always, you heard it here last, because everyone's talked about this already. If we don't hit the goal tonight, I'm going to be fucking pissed. It's like he's a bill in your life, and there's a due date when you have to pay the bill. And if you don't, the company that you owe the money to, the utility, the whatever, if you don't pay by the due date, they're going to be fucking pissed. He's literally almost like the electric company, and if you don't pay the bill, he's threatening to shut off your service. I'm sorry, I thought this was a gaming stream.
So I'm probably just going to quit Street Fighter unless people actually start to support it.
Then quit it. You should have quit it a long time ago. I don't know who is still interested in this. You only care about the people who still give you money. Are you doing this for Jax Raxer? Is this the only person who still gives a shit? Who has $1 in their pocket? Well, apparently $100 isn't good enough for you. So, yeah. And as somebody down here in the Kick Chat says, it's not our fault that he wanted to dono the majority.
Being honest, it's not up to just Jax to support Street Fighter streams. That's
It isn't. It isn't up to anybody to support you in any way, shape, or form.
ridiculous.
What I really want to talk about happens like just shy of an hour later. Throughout this next hour, he gets a few $5 and $2 super chats here and there. So the next clip that you're going to see, you will see the little King's tax will be at $130. $130 out of $150. So nearly another hour passes and he still hasn't hit the goal. So let's jump to where things get a little bit more spicy.
Forgot about that. All right, well, guys. Oh, I haven't checked the tips and they just refreshed and there's like a ton of tips. Are you kidding me? Wow, okay. I literally wasn't saying anything about contributions because this game gets me so heated.
Yeah, that's why he wasn't saying anything about contributions. He basically just gave up, is what happened here. He wants to blame the game here and like, oh, I was in the zone. Bullshit.
I didn't even want to think about it. And I just went back and I'm not kidding you. There's 5 different tips. Now, some of these might be troll tips. I'm going to take a look, but I wasn't looking, you know, because I was so heated with this stupid fucking game. So let's take a look here. So first off.
So I want you to notice that right now, down in the bottom right, the King's tax 130 out of 150. Because this, again, it's not super important. It's just a detail that I noticed.
I received a generous $40 tip. Someone says, let's make the goal happen tonight.
Now keep this in mind. He gets a $40 tip, which should make his amount $170, if I can do that math correctly, and I'd like to think that I can. But notice the little animation that plays and then what he says.
So with that,
a supporter has just tipped $30 because I'm assuming he doesn't have a 40 animation, but he has a 30. So he plays the $30 animation, but he said $40 tip.
Let's take a look here. Here, let's go over here. Here we go. So $30 tip.
No, not a $30 tip, a $40 tip, but you played a $30 animation. For someone so consumed about money, this seems like a pretty big error to me. No, it doesn't stop him from hitting a goal or anything, but from this point on through the rest of the stream, the numbers are off. You will also notice the top super chat says $1, and I know I don't have the clips here in the video, but he's been getting a couple of $2 and $5 super chats. So his top super chat is wrong, has never been updated for quite a while now. And he is going to now have an incorrect number in the little King's tax category.
Means we already hit the goal. Yeah, we already did. We're at 160.
We're not at 160, we're at 170.
Okay.
He would really do himself a huge solid if he would take the dollar amount out of the animations. Whatever stupid lame-ass animations he wants to play, just take the dollar amount out. Just have different funny animations that play. And when someone tips whatever, just hit a random one. Just pick a random one that just says, thank you, appreciated, thank you for your support, or whatever the fuck you wanted to say, kiss my ass, or, you know, whatever. But leave the dollar amount off, because here you've clearly just confused yourself. No, again, it doesn't stop him. He still hits the goal, and it's not enough of an error so that he like doesn't hit like a second goal or anything, but it could have potentially been. Let's say that he didn't get those super chats and he was still sitting at $100, or excuse me, $110. And then that's what the $40 tip was all about. But he didn't get to it. forever. He was at 110 bitching about not hitting the goal, so someone threw him 40. Imagine if he wouldn't have gotten those super chats and he got a 40, but then put it as a 30 and then bitch, he didn't hit the goal. But he would have hit the goal, but he would have had himself written down as 140 and not 150.
Thank you, whoever.
And also, if you look closely, the top super chat's $1. So it doesn't even look like he got super chats. This shit is so many different ways of just fucked up.
That was then. There were several other tips, but I don't know if they're legit or not because they're all $1, so it could easily be a troll.
They're all trolls, or so he says. And I guess now the troll money doesn't count anymore because he hit the goal. So now that he's hit the goal, he's too good to take the troll money, or so he says.
See, yep, first one's a troll. Then we've got a troll. Then we've got a troll. It's the same guy 3 times. He's a fucking idiot. All right. Then there was a $15 tip. I was the Dalsum you played. I was excited to play you and was dropping hella stuff too. Good games. I'm looking at the wrong camera. Best match of the night by far. Best match of the night. I wish this game was better online because I would love to learn, but it's hard for me to learn when you're in a critical moment and the game drops your move.
Blah, 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 blah. Who the fuck cares? So he should technically be at 185, but of course the leaderboard will only say 175. We'll get to the $3 from the troll later on in the video because we don't know if the troll is going to do the chargeback or whatever. So that is variable. And of course he's too cool for school now. So all of a sudden when he hits the goal and he feels real good about himself, fuck you trolls, I don't need your fucking money. So from now, this point here, throughout the end of the stream, he gets another, this is by my count here, okay, he gets another $9 in super chats. The leaderboard continues to not be updated. He gets a $2, a $5, and a $2, which if I can math correctly, is 9. He then goes on to leave the goal. I think we finish out at 177. Let's just go on ahead and jump there.
All right, what? I give up. I'm done. I don't want to play it anymore. Why did that fucking hit me? Fuck this game. I'm done. I don't want to play anymore. All the advantage is given to the top tiers. Like, you can't play these.
He stayed over an hour later because I thought he wanted to be out at 9 o'clock. This is going on 10 o'clock now, his time. So that's also something to be said. And he did actually beg and ask for it to get to 300. He did ask for that. So this is the second $2 super chat. Like I say, there was a $2, a $5, and a $2. By my count, there may have been more, but that's what I count.
These fucking game anymore with anyone but a top tier. It's unplayable and it's not fun. They can literally walk up and throw you 4 times in a row. You can't do anything about it. You can't check throws. It's not allowed. You have to guess what they're doing, and if you guess wrong, you lose 80% of your life to a level 3 combo. So fuck this game. I really don't want to play it anymore. I think I'm done with it. I think I'm probably not even going to play I don't care. I'm seriously that upset with this game. It's so bad. I don't see a point in continuing it with it. There's nowhere. It's not going anywhere. It's dying right now. People are not liking it anymore. People are very upset with this game because they've done nothing to innovate. Every time they claim they're rebalancing it, they have done nothing. They're not really redoing anything to make it better. So I think this game can go fuck itself. Really. Like, I don't have fun anymore. I don't have fun anymore, and it sucks. I want to have fun with the game. I'm playing it all night. I'm like, I know I'm better than this guy, but the guy can walk forward, throw, punch, jab, punch, jab, punch. No brain, and they win like that. And I just had enough. I just had enough of it. I just can't. I cannot play a game where it's just so brain dead and morons win. I know it's the biggest fighting game in the world. It's sad. So was Street Fighter V. You know, this game was good year 1. This game was absolutely good year 1. But since everyone figured out all the broken ass bullshit in it, it's terrible now. So I think I'm done with it. I mean, again, why am I going to keep torturing myself? Look, I played it extra late tonight to try to come back on that guy. Why am I even bothering? The guy's fucking garbage. He doesn't know how to play a fighting game. He just...
To me, this is almost a level of scorn rant. He said I stayed late to fight the guy. He didn't say I stayed late and it amounted to nothing. But remember earlier on, he did say, if I don't hit the goal, I'm going to be pissed. Again, he did hit the goal, but he's mad that he stayed late, which no one told him to. This is just a really wild little meltdown we get here.
Mashes buttons and gets away with everything because the game is unbalanced bullshit. Why am I going to get myself all worked up over a piece of shit? I don't know. I don't know, but I still do. You know what it is? It's because I grew up playing fighting games and I have passion for them. But it's hard to have passion when the people who make the games don't have passion anymore. And that's the...
It's hard to play the game when you just can't keep up with them anymore. You don't want to choose different characters. I still don't think you understand the basic mechanics of the game.
True, the people who make these games don't have passion anymore. You can tell that the people who made Street Fighter 6 had a couple ideas, but man, the well is run dry when the entire game is based off of drive, rush, rush down. And if you don't have good drive, rush down, the game's awful. Like, the character is bad. Why do you think Lily is awful? Oh, why do you think, you know, these characters are bottom tier? The entire, once again, another game. The entire...
Because somebody has to be bottom tier, because that's just the way it works. Because all the characters have different strengths and skills and weaknesses. And some people are going to be meta, and they're going to be at the top, and they're going to be the best. And some people are going to be shitty. And if you want to keep using the shitty characters as an excuse for why you suck, because those are the characters you like, then that's on you, bro. But I'm not here for this.
Entire meta is based off of one tactic: throw loop or rush down, or a combination, because the rush down is a throw loop. Like, so I'm just not having fun anymore with the game, so I think I'm done with it. Really, I think so. Like, Mai's coming out this weekend. I don't even think I have any motivation to play it again. And it sucks. I like fighting games, but Friday Night Fights, you know, I want to play something that I'm going to enjoy at least half the time I play it, and I'm having no enjoyment with this game. You know? Just real talk. There's nothing to it. There actually is nothing to enjoy.
Now, here's some real talk. His King's tax is sitting at $177. So now he's not just $10 off, he's $17 off. And if you continue to look, the top super chat has not been updated. Oh yes, also, when we hit a goal, as someone so well said here, pointed out in the chat, don't we get a snack?
Bruh.
You hit a goal. Don't we get a snack?
Looked good, all right? I guess we'll find out. I'm sure people are going to leave me comments, you know, on the video about what they thought about it. And of course, what about you guys on stream? What did you think?
That snack box is sitting back there, as far as I know. We hit a goal and didn't get a snack. Not sure what he's doing here. He's certainly not updating the
first
top
half with
super
auto
chat.
tracking on was better, and the second half I would sometimes lean and I would be off screen. I mean, I could.
I'm assuming since the chat is, you know, saying where's the Sakura box, I'm assuming he didn't do it. So he's a liar too.
Leave it on. If it worked well, I could leave the auto tracking on. And that, okay, it's good to know. Yeah, I mean, at this point, like, I love fighting games, but Street Fighter 6 isn't good. Like, I'm just telling you guys from a competitive standpoint anymore, it's boring as dirt. It's just not entertaining anymore. It's so much of the same. Every time you play, it's an army of camis, it's an army of rush down and throw loop, and that's it. That's all that dominates the game is rush down and throw loop. There's nothing to it. It's a simpleton's game now. It's 2 years in. There's not enough complexities to the game for it to continue to.
It sounds like there's too many complexities to the game because you don't appear to be very good at it. If it's a game for simpletons, then everybody would be really good at it, and you would be really good at it.
To hold interest when they haven't done anything to make it better or rebalance it. Instead, they tweak a little. It doesn't change anything. It's the same top tiers win, the same shit. It's boring, right? And the thing is, like you said, we could do some Marvel collection, but I mean, that's only every once in a while. The Marvel collection isn't good for like every week, I don't think, right? I feel like we should maybe do some Marvel 2 now. After tonight, I'm so burnt out at this garbage. I don't want to play it anymore. And I'm serious. I don't think I'm playing Mai this week either. Like, I don't see the reason. If I'm so angry at this game and burnt out on it, I don't think I even want to play Mai Shiranui. I think she's going to suck, by the way, anyway, from what I've seen. I don't think she's going to be good. So, all right, guys. Well, that's it for Friday Night Fights. Super frustrated. I'm just not having fun with it anymore.
I guess he's either not looking at the chat or he's just not wanting to acknowledge it or whatever, but I'm not sure.
That's that. I mean, I'm sure I'll cool down and I'll get more feedback from everyone, but I'm just trying to give you my honest thoughts. I'm trying to vent a little bit. I just don't know. I don't see the game going anywhere, right? I just don't see the game being entertaining moving forward with the way that it's advanced. And here I am staying extra late tonight to play it. and I had no fun. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna stay late. I'm gonna beat this guy. No, because jab, jab, punch, punch, throw, throw, jab, jab, punch, punch, throw, throw.
42-year-old man.
Throw, throw, throw. There's no intelligence to it, and that's the game. So,
Then if it's so easy, you should have whooped his ass.
all right. The light's back on. So, and also, I hope that this light worked well. I don't know. I guess we're gonna mess with it a bit here.
He's just channeled into all this, you know, tech working.
But all right, everyone. Thank you for watching, and see you next week. Maybe next week we will actually do the Marvel collection for a break, you know, to break it up and then go from there. Okay. All right, guys. Well, thank you, by the way, guys, for the support tonight. I appreciate it, and I hope that you all have a good Saturday. I'm not here Saturday. I'm back on Sunday for a podcast for Ninja Gaiden 2 Black and for Dino Crisis concluding on the late stream, hopefully, fingers crossed, okay? And also, Royal Rumble is tomorrow. I'll be watching it because on Smart Guys, we'll be doing, you know, commentary about it. So hopefully you guys will be ready for that coming up on Tuesday, okay? All right, guys, thank you so much. Have a good evening.
What the hell was that?
And I will see you on Sunday. Peace out.
Yeah, great job, Grandpa. So, thought that all of that was just insane. $17 short, didn't bother to update the leaderboard because he didn't give a fuck because he wasn't close to a goal. So he basically just quit and tapped out on everything and just fucking shut down. $17 off on the tips. If you want to count the $3 in troll tips, and there may have been more, then he was $20 off, but I don't really see the necessity of counting those, but he was at least $17 off on his goal. My count here is 194, but perhaps I can't math. That's always a very good and tasty possibility as well. Never updated the top super chat, so I guess the person who gave him a few $5 super chats, I guess you can go fuck yourself. And what happened to the ranting and raving that we got just a few hours ago in the morning on the podcast, where if we hit 150, I will eat a snack. We didn't seem to get that either. So just thought it was interesting. Wanted to talk about a few things. I hope you enjoyed the video. I invite you to subscribe to my channel. If not, totally cool. I'm not your mom and I can't tell you what to do, but I hope to see you in the next one.